welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Today, I am bringing you a Pilates-inspired rebounder workout. This is gonna be full body muscle strengthening, and the only prop we are gonna need today, if necessary, is going to be a pillow. I have just a sofa pillow over to the side. Actually, it's my dog pillow with the cone on her head. Off to the side, I just like it because it supports the neck and gives you other options instead of coming into that chest lift. So once you're ready, grab a pillow and I'll meet you on the rebounder. All right, when you're ready, go ahead, jump up on your rebounder. You're gonna find your feet hip distance apart. We're gonna begin with that health bounce. Arms are reaching down by your sides. Just let everything relax. Heels are hardly coming up off that mat. And shoulders are back and down relaxed. Navel is pulled towards your spine. Relaxing those abdominals, relaxing those shoulders. Finding your balance. Finding your ribs stacked over your pelvis and your pelvis in line with your hips. Another 20 seconds here. And then we'll be adding in some Tai Chi twist. Chin up a little bit higher than you normally would for 10 seconds more. Now during this jump strengthening flow, I will be turning my mat, my rebounder, just so the handlebar is not in the way, but it should not bother you at all. When you're ready, bring your right hand over to the left side. Go ahead, left hand comes out. Tai Chi twist. Try to keep those hips square to the room in front of you. I know last week I did not mention that and I was twisting all over the place, but I let it ride. Let's go ahead to the other side. Left hand crosses over, right hand comes out. Hips try to stay square, trying to find a little more rotation in that rib cage around that waistline. Go ahead, bring back to center, one more to each side. Still driving those heels, waking up those calves. Twist when you're ready. Hands come back to center. You're gonna go ahead, roll those shoulders back. You can hold on with one hand, still driving one shoulder back, but right now we're rolling both shoulders back and down. Let's go ahead, roll those shoulders forward. Coming to your own bounce, your own breathing rhythm, your own balance rhythm, finding yourself in the center. Last two. And one. Quiet that bounce down. Go ahead, find your feet a little bit wider, soft bend in those knees. Abs are pulled in, shoulders are back and down. From here, palms are facing out. Soft bounce, again, heels are not coming off. Abs are pulled in, and you're going ahead, you're extending, drawing those abs in, hinging just a little bit forward. Now, I want you to be mindful of your handlebar. Yours might be higher, lower. Hands are coming into a field goal position. Palms are facing down. You're gonna reach those arms long. Pull them back down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Again, reach. Keep those abs pulled in. Booty sticked out just a little bit to get this as a full body workout. Again, if balance is a challenge, go ahead, just do one arm at a time. We have 3 more seconds on this side if you're doing single arm. Otherwise, you have 30 seconds left. Reach, squeeze those muscles back. Booty out. I'm gonna turn to the side. Really sticking that booty out, not even really bringing those heels up at all. 2 and 1. Come back to the center. Go ahead. Find your shoulders back and down. Arms are coming to that field goals position again. This time we're gonna reach our arms up to the clouds and pull them down. Reach them up, pull them down. Now, next time you reach up, I want you to rotate your palms inward. So reach up, palms face, rotate out, pull it down. Up, rotate, in and down. Squeeze the muscles, squeeze those muscles to the bones. Feel the contraction of those muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. I'm just turning. You stay where you are. Arms are coming back, coming into that little bit of hinge. Soft bend in the knees, palms facing each other, shoulders back, neck elongated, chin a little bit higher than you think. Squeeze those palms together. Squeeze those back muscles. Engage that whole body. Drive those heels against that resistance mat. Doesn't have to be big. Just move with performance, posture, and knowing that you're bringing your best to the mat today. Move. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to turn wrists to you. Just come into that health bounce here. Roll those shoulders. We're going to go ahead. We're going to start with our feet hip in distance. We're going to take a step in, a step in. Step out, step out. So in, out, out. In, out, out. So parallel, narrow, parallel, wide. Narrow, wide. Take the bounce out of it. You're going in, out, out. In, out, out. Add the bounce. In, out, out. You decide what works for you. Adding a little bit of cardio here, keeping those abs pulled in, getting that heart rate up. If this feels okay to you, I want you to bring your arms, palms are facing in. Lost my rhythm there for a second. So palms are facing up. We're gonna do that same rotation here, only we're gonna rotate to the floor. So take the palms, rotate them down, rotate them up. Again, do this one arm if you need to hold on. Just remember, in, out, out. Then you switch your arms. You can count 5 on each side. Do whatever works for you. Getting that heart rate up. We got 30 more seconds. Can you get down just a little bit lower? Breathe it out. I know I'm breathing through my mouth, in through my nose, out through my mouth. I'm sorry, I'm a Pilates instructor. They say you should nose breathe. Such a hard habit to break. 2 and 1. Bring it in. We're gonna come over to one side of your rebounder. Doesn't matter. I'm coming over towards my left side. Left leg is coming off. Right leg is coming into the center of the rebound, holding on for support. We're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna begin health bouncing here. We're gonna shake this leg out. We're gonna add some staggered squats. Just trying to get rhythm and blood and lymphatic drainage and some strength to this single leg here. We're gonna go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. We're gonna step our left foot down. We're gonna come into the squat. Hold on to your bar. That's what it's there for. Stand it up. Squeeze the glute. Down and lift. Squeeze. So adding a little bit of single leg glute strengthening especially with the resistance mat, a lot gentler on your knees than it would be on a Pilates mat or on the floor. Press it down. Now, if you're okay here, you can add the challenge, add the balance challenge into it. Great thing about the handlebar, it's always there to grab you. You can add a leg lift. You choose where you want to be. I do like the abduction. As I bring that leg out, really squeeze that glute. We got 30 seconds, actually 15. Breathe it out. We have 5. Full body work, still bringing up that heart rate. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring both feet in, come back into the center. You're gonna slide yourself over towards your right. Again, same thing, right foot comes off. You're just gonna go ahead, bring that blood back to this leg. Feel how this side of your body feels. Got a little tweak in this knee today. So just shake it out. Abs are pulled in. And when you're ready, we're gonna start that staggered squat. And here we go. You're gonna come to that slow bounce, drop yourself down, stand it up, and lift. Squeeze the glute. Down, lift. Remember, bar is here to hold on. You wanna make it more. If this is way too easy, then add the challenge of the balance. Makes everything harder. As soon as you add balance into it, you always have the option, add the abduction of the leg. Squeeze. 20 seconds left. Squeeze it out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring both feet onto the mat and go ahead. We are just gonna come to a slow march. Abs are pulled in, finding ourselves in our center, coming into a very slow jog. This is a gentle jog. This is gonna be the last of our heart rate coming up. So just coming in to a gentle jog. So much easier than running on a trampoline, than running on the concrete, especially as we age and those joints get older. So we have 20 more seconds. That is it. Slow, gentle jog. You can be holding on. Whatever works for your body, you are where you are today. We got 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it on down. This is where we are gonna be grabbing our pillow. So grab your pillow. Best thing I love about the pillow is even if you have a bad neck and don't like ab curls, it definitely helps you engage that core. Just gonna turn my bar so you have a better view of me. Hope this works. So I'm gonna bring my pillow towards the edge. Okay, so most of my pillow is actually hanging off. I am gonna lie myself down on the rebounder. Now, everybody's body is a little bit different, but my pillow is mostly off the rebounder. So basically, it's the occipital bone of my head that is padded by this pillow, also supporting my neck, but not my shoulders. Heels are towards the edge of the rebounder frame. Arms are by your sides. Heels are parallel, pushing into that rebounder frame. You're gonna draw those abs in. Shoulders are pressing onto that rebounder mat. You're gonna take a big deep inhale. On that exhale, you're gonna squeeze. You're gonna come in for that hinge. You're just gonna lift yourself up, squeeze those glutes at the top. You wanna make sure you have a straight line from your knees to your hips and from your hips to your shoulders. Once you're there, take an inhale at the top. Exhale, hinge it down. So no articulation here, just lifting and hinging down. Now, when you come down, I really want you to push that booty into that mat underneath you. That is the resistance mat. It helps give us resistance as we push in. So it is definitely strength building, helps with the flexibility, elongating the back of your quads, strengthening and lengthening the glutes. Last 3. Squeeze the glutes every time you come up for 2 and 1. Go ahead, bring those glutes all the way down. We're gonna go ahead, you have the option, you can keep your hands right where they are, and you're gonna lift your legs to tabletop, coming into some ab work. Or you have the option, you can grab your hands behind your head, curl yourself up, make sure that your knees are over your hips. And we're gonna begin some ab work here. We're gonna go into marching or toe taps. So I'm gonna drop my right leg down into the water. Just lost my pillow, that's okay. Come back into tabletop. Drop it down and lift. So what you're trying to be mindful of is that you're keeping that upper body from moving. It's quiet. It's connected to your ribs. Everything is connected, not flaring, arching up, and making all these weird movements. If it is, just make your range of motion a little bit smaller. We have 1 more each side. 1 more left. Legs come together. Hold it here. Both legs come down. Range of motion is definitely smaller for me with both legs. So being mindful of my own body awareness, pulling it in. 3 more here. Remember, anytime you need a break, take it. We'll only do 6 in each round. We have 2. Last one here. Both legs come together, knees over the hips. Externally rotate, toes come out to the side, coming into frogs. Extend the legs to 45, squeeze, pull back in. Extend the legs, squeeze, pull it in. Remember, your head can be down, resting on that pillow. Take a break whenever you need. If you are feeling this in your lower back, lower the legs. We have 2 more. Last set here, legs come together. I want you to drop the left leg, hold it onto the floor. Right leg stays up, open the arms, tuck the chin. You're gonna rotate your left elbow towards the right knee. Armpit comes over towards the knee, bring it back. Everything is so much gentler on this rebounder mat, even more so than the floor. Even more so than on my actual machine, because the mat underneath you is floating in gravity, and it's like just conforms to your body. 1 more here. Come back to center, hold yourself there, both legs together. Drop the other leg to the floor. For me, that's my right leg. Turning my right elbow towards my left knee or armpit, and bringing it back. Keeping that chin tucked ever so slightly. If you're coming for that full chest lift, you're actually lifting the shoulders up and off. And the more you engage your core, you will get a little assistance from that mat underneath you. 1 more. Pull it back in. Go ahead, bring that leg down. I want you to lay your head carefully on that pillow and then open your arms wide. You can bring your feet back to the top of that rebounder bar or frame bar. We're gonna go into 1 more set of bridging here. This time we're gonna come with articulation. So pelvis is in neutral, abs are pulled in, heels are underneath the glutes, arms are reaching long. Now I want you to tilt that pelvis, Roll your spine so it becomes flat. Push it into that mat underneath you. Now continue rolling yourself up, one vertebrae at a time, bone by bone, all the way up to the top. Again, you still want your knees, hips, and shoulders in line. Palms are down. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Roll yourself down, vertebra by vertebra, one at a time. We have 3 more here. Rolling at your pace, trying to get into each bone, finding what points of your body are a little stickier than others. 1 more. Once you come all the way down, go ahead, bring your knees to your chest. And let's go ahead, we can take that pillow as we are finished with it and put it carefully on the floor. We're gonna go ahead, come up to a sitting position. We are gonna roll ourselves over, work a little bit more onto the abs. So I am gonna go ahead and just turn this way for visual purposes. I'm gonna find my arms, my wrists underneath my shoulders, my knees are underneath my hips, depending on your mat. Now remember, if this bar bothers your shins, by all means, take that pillow, put it underneath your shins. We're gonna go ahead, we are gonna begin with that bird dog position. So I'm gonna begin with my right leg. I'm gonna extend my right leg long, and that right hip automatically lifted up. I'm not square to the mat underneath me. I'm gonna rotate my hips, square them out. Draw those abs in, adjust the weight between both hands, carefully lift the left hand, reach the left hand long. Now just hold here, hold those abs in, try to find your balance, your core. You're breathing it out. This is core stability. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand comes down, leg stays lifted, so left leg is lifted. Now I want you to bring the lifted leg down. Sorry, that's my right leg. I want you to lift it up towards the clouds, cross it over towards your left side or right side, depending what leg. Lift it back up and drop it down. So again, lift the leg, cross it over, lift it up, cross it back to neutral, and bring it down. So lift, cross, tap the toe down, lift, back to neutral, bring it down. We have 3 more. Now, if you feel okay here for the last 2, can you find your balance? Lift the opposite arm. Slow is the name of the game. And bring it down. Great job. Let's switch sides. I'm just going to move so I don't have the wall in my way. So left leg is coming, left hip is automatically hiked, squaring it out to the wall in front of me. Right hand is getting lifted, finding my core stability, finding my core strength. We're going to hold for 3, 2, 1. Hand comes down. We're going to drop the leg, tap the floor, lift. Now cross over your bent knee side, lift it up, lower it down. Now try to keep the hips as square as possible, especially when you cross over, you are going to hinge over to one side. That's fine. Correct yourself as you come back down. Square yourself out to that mat. We have 3 more. We're going to do 1 more here. You're going to try that challenge of lifting the opposite arm. So for me, it's going to be my right arm, slowly cross over, lift, lower. Teaching the core to control and stabilize where it needs to be. Lift it up, both hands come down into child's pose. All right, let's finish up a little bit here. We're gonna be sitting on our mat. Now I'm gonna have my knees gently bent in front of me. My abs are gonna be pulled in and I'm gonna bring my hands behind me, grab the bar, posture is nice and tall. Heels are at the edge of the mat and abs are pulled in. So you wanna push yourself up so that your waistline is a little bit hinged over the hips, but not really pulling back on your shoulders. You wanna drop those shoulders back and down, find the nicest posture you can find. We have a minute and a half of sit bouncing here. We're gonna just, heels are stabilizing us. We're just bouncing up and down, engaging that core, finding that extension through the shoulders, working those back muscles, opening up that chest, really working that back, especially as we sit at those desks, drawing those abs in, really finding the rhythm of that bounce, trying not to use the heels. If you want it a little more difficult, the heels come to the bar. So definitely not coming from the heels anymore. Heels can come up on top of the bar if you don't trust yourself. You can also come with your legs straight. So choice is yours, what works for you. We're 30 seconds down, we have a minute left. Feel the core getting warm. Seconds. Relax the shoulders as tension builds. If straight legs is too much, bend your knees, go back to the position beforehand. Eight seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, relax yourself. Slowly bring your arms up. Find your waist over the hips. Slowly roll yourself on forward. Maybe grab the top of your toes if you're available. You can grab the bar. You want it deeper, grab the heels. Or some that are really flexible, you may be able to drop your nose towards the mat. Flex and point those feet. And then I just want us to come up. Slowly bring your feet onto the mat. I want you to tuck the chin in towards your chest, round the spine. I want you to drop your weight from side to side, from a gentle rock, relaxing the shoulders. Letting your breath come down, controlling your breath. Feeling the tension release from your shoulders, your neck, melting from your spine, down your waistline, to the tips of your toes. Slowly release the hold on those legs. Extend them long. Go ahead, reach yourself forward one more time. Take a big deep inhale. Slowly roll that spine up. Bring those arms up and overhead. And carefully bring your arms down. Well, we have finished today's full body strengthening. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know how you're liking these Pilates-inspired rebounder workouts. I am loving them. Let me know what you think. And until next time, I'll meet you in the studio. Bye.